AV Shop Talk.
To get into this, Brad, I want to bring the next question to you and just talk about your experience in terms of selling this to clients, their general receptiveness, and also just touch on what exactly are you presenting to the client? What is your deliverable when they sign up for one of these managed contracts? What exactly are you bringing to the table?
So, initially the receptiveness, I think, was less received by our sales staff. There's that initial fear of having to sell something else to the client that potentially is expensive, because what we haven't talked about is that in addition to the recurring monthly revenue expense, there's a hardware expense as well. So Ahiji is not free. That black box is not free. As an integrator, you would typically choose what to sell it for. It can range from a very small price to a very expensive price. And then the other thing that we didn't talk about is IP power solutions. So in our world, in the audiovisual world, a lot of devices still don't connect to the network. And the only way that you can remotely power cycle them or troubleshoot them off-site is to just reboot them. So it's important that you sell IP-based power solutions, which is another expense for the client. So that's something you have to really think about from the engineering phase. So receptiveness of the client, again, is really about delivery, how you can improve their experience using a scenario or an analogy about client not being in their house for a long period of time and then coming back only for specific events, holidays, football games, things like that, and just kind of create the scenario, the worst case scenario for them. Hey, you just showed up, you're here for the weekend, and stuff doesn't work. What if we could prevent that from happening for you? And then showing them, giving them a kind of a snapshot into your dashboard, show them what a real life scenario looks like, what the notifications we get, how we respond to those. We have a nice 8.5 by 11 glossy cut sheet that we can kind of put in front of a customer and kind of go through a few bullet points with them to just give them something physical to look at. And then we also have kind of put our money where our mouth is. We have been able to remotely resolve about 70% of service cases that are created with an Envision account or a Ahiji account. But the other 30% sometimes still require an on-site visit. And if those particular clients require an on-site visit, we've got built into our RMR structure a discounted on-site rate for those clients that do still require in-person service. The other key for us is to make sure that systems that maybe require Envision on our end, but the customer hasn't bought into the philosophy of it, is to make sure that we design and engineer the system to be upfitted with that solution. So again, making sure that IP power is included in that design. And then in most of our projects that are north of, let's say, $15,000, we go ahead and we configure the Ahiji appliance inside the equipment rack, but don't activate it. And so at the time the customer has their first bad experience, we remind them, hey, remember that thing we talked about where we can remotely resolve that? That's already integrated in your system. We just need to turn it on. So that's kind of the value proposition that we provide with selling Ahiji specifically.
Awesome.